take us through what led to these tweets.
Good afternoon, Thami. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So I am one of the 288 medical interns who have not been placed. We were told that we would be placed on the 11th of June, and yet until this day we have not been placed. The Department of Health has not been responding to us over the past 2 weeks. They've only responded to us lately, 2 days ago when we started trending. So we just wanted to gain media attention so that they can actually be held accountable for not placing us for medical internship.
And trending you certainly have, because this issue affects so many others. So when they did respond to you a couple of days ago, your request is to be placed. What was their response?
They said that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, academic institutions have prolonged their academic year. So that's why they've been delayed with placing us, which is incorrect because we have verified our information in April of 2021 and we applied between the days of 14th of May and 21st of May 2021. So they've known about us for a while. This has nothing to do with academic institutions.
So what then is going to be the way forward? Is this a satisfactory answer and response for you? Does that answer the question that you have?
No, it doesn't, because we need to start working on the 1st of July. That's when the merger cycle has to start. So they have not given us any dates on when we are going to start. We are still not sure if we're even going to be placed or not. There's a huge possibility that we're not even going to be placed. They confirmed yesterday that they only have 118 posts that are available, and they're trying to get funding for 213 posts. So it means that 170 of us might be unemployed, which for me is not satisfactory. So I'm not satisfied with their response to not placing us for medical internship.
Now, we know that doctors from Cuba have been brought into South Africa to try and assist, and granted these are specialists who have been, doctors in the field for quite a long time. What is your response to that when you are seeing doctors being brought in and yet there's so many who are unemployed, including those within your peer group who are qualified but haven't had their placements?
From my side, it's very saddening because when they brought in the Cuban doctors, they said that South Africa has a shortage of doctors, which is incorrect because, we're here and we are unemployed and we're not placed. So it's very sad that they went to go fetch Cuban doctors when they have doctors within South Africa who are willing to work in this pandemic.
Now, talk to us about the allegations that you responded to Minister Motsoaledi saying that the doctors don't want to work in rural areas. When you hear that from the top level, it looks like there's an unwillingness and that there's a certain preferential treatment that young doctors want. What is your comment to that?
So with regards to the tweets and why I said, why I tweeted what I tweeted, a lot of people when we were tweeting were responding that they've heard in the past from Dr. Motsoaledi that we do not want to be placed in rural areas, which is incorrect. We have not been placed. We have not rejected any placement. So, and also the reason why they do not take us to usually level 1 hospitals, I think priority 1 hospitals, is because we cannot do internship there. The facilities that we have to do internship have to be accredited by the Department of Health. So we're not rejecting posts, and we do not want, it's not that we do not want to work in rural areas. We just want to be in an accredited hospital. And if we get the opportunity to work in a rural hospital that is accredited, we'll definitely take that job and we'll go work there.
Talk to us about the implications of working or doing your internship in an unaccredited hospital. What impact does that have on you?
Because we are qualified, but yet we still have to do internships. So if we work at an unaccredited hospital, it will not be acknowledged by the Department of Health and HPCSA. So we cannot go and work there unless we are hired by the Department of Health to go work there. They have to accredit the facility first. So we are not allowed to work there in the first place. So we can't go there.
So typically, how long is a medical internship? How long does it last for?
So medical internship is 2 years. And then we are required to do another year of community service. And I also just want to add that medical doctors who are awaiting community service placements have also not been placed. I'm just not sure about the number.
So you said the 1st of July is when you need to start working. Should that not happen, what are the ramifications of that on you? Should the 1st of July come and go and you are still not placed?
I'm actually very scared of that. That is our biggest fear right now as a group of the unemployed doctors, of my colleagues, that we actually might not be placed at all. So the consequence of that is if we are not placed now for mid-year cycle, we have to wait for the 2022 annual cycle, which means that we only start working on the 1st of January 2022, which means that there's a huge possibility that we'll have 6 months of unemployment. That is what we're looking at right now, and that's what we are scared of.
So how are you going to be moving forward? We've heard you've mentioned 118 posts are available, but still 213 have actually no funds and cannot be accommodated. What is the way forward for you now? You've tried the tweeting, you've garnered the consciousness and awareness of the nation, you've received a response which is not satisfactory. What next for you?
So the Department of Health and ICSP said that we should wait until the 25th, and then we'll receive feedback on whether if we're getting placement, we'll be placed then, and feedback on whatever they got from the meeting. So if we are not placed, then we are actually looking into legal action against the Department of Health because they would have not placed us for the mid-year cycle. So that is what we're looking into right now.
If you could, Dr. Bosman, take us through why is it that you decided to become a doctor?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I actually wanted to be a doctor because I wanted to help. I think that's what everyone initially thought. We want to help, and because we loved science, and I personally loved life sciences, I just wanted to help with the knowledge and the love that I have for health sciences in general. So I want to be part of the medical team that is helping people and actually helping with the healing and treatment of illnesses. And that is something I'm still passionate about until today. And I hope I'll be given the opportunity to actually help where I can.
There's been an exodus of professionals in South Africa over the past. Looking at what's happening right now, are there any regrets from your side for the choices that you've made, career-wise?
Fear, yes, not necessarily regret. I'm just scared of my future and what it holds for me, but not necessarily regret. I still love being a doctor. I still want to do what I do and I'm qualified for. So I'm hoping that I get the opportunity to actually work, but I'm scared about my future as a doctor in South Africa.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Bosman. We certainly will be keeping abreast and updated as to the developments on your front. As you said, that should there be no placements by the 1st of July, that this will be taken to the courts, legal action to compel the department to place you. And where the funds are going to be coming from for those 213 placements, that's another question. And I guess that automatically ties in with if there are funds to pay, Cuban doctors and there are funds to pay, professionals from other countries, what about taking care of your very own who are here and need to complete their qualifications? Thank you very much, Dr. Bosman, for sharing your personal story with us.